Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a pick a card reading. It's based off Ariana Grande's album Thinking Next, the song Break Up With Your Girlfriend. I'm bored. I wanted to do a sort of a reading like, so say you're stuck in like some sort of stagnant relationship or a situation that you're not happy with, a relationship where you feel like it's just kind of like inevitable that you're going to split, something like that, and just kind of like explore who could you date next, like if it did end. Sorry. Just kind of like to maybe even give you hope, or if you're thinking about maybe breaking up with somebody, kind of just like a little quick way to explore what else is out there without actually like stepping out on like a person that you're with. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile 1 here with the Spirit Song Tarot and the Black Kyanite. Pile 2 here with the Mystic Mondays Tarot and the Golden Healer Heart. Pile 3 with the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot and the Blue Kyanite. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to. This is just basically going to be descriptions of the people that you could possibly date next. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, guys. See you at your pile. Okay guys, so if you chose pile 1, the Black Kyanite here, and the, what is this? Spirit Song Tarot. This is going to be a reading. We're going to look into the kind of person that you could potentially date next. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to get tarot to start and oracles. I'll probably provide timestamps for when I stop shuffling, so feel free to look for that, unless you want to watch the whole shuffle. But this might take me a sec. Okay, who is pile 1? Who could they date next? What type of person? Pile 1 date. Hanged Man. The 2 of Feathers. The Page of Cups. Oh, it's upside down. I'm sorry. If you're watching, I never take upside down when I shuffle it upside down. If the card wants to come out, it'll come out. person. Who could they date next? For the love of God. Okay, guys. Hi, I'm back. So, if you're just tuning in now, we just did the shuffle, so I'm just going to write down the time. 8:14. Okay. Ooh, that's so weird. Okay, this just popped out of my drawer. I have like fortunes all over the place, but it says, look, a gambler not only will lose what he has, but will lose what he doesn't have. I don't know what that really means, but interesting. So, okay, so who is this person? Like, I'm also gonna get some of these, but we'll do this like together. So, who is the person that you're gonna date next? I can already see a few things, but let's see. So, who is this person that pile one's gonna date next? Gamer. Okay, maybe they could be into like video games or even like sports and stuff. Let's see. We also have social butterfly. Okay. Who is this person that pile one will date next if they break up? Analytical. We also have feisty. And wise. Okay. So who is this person, guys? I feel like this person, it's funny that the Samaritan came out because we had the Eight of Swords, which isn't like usually a card I associate with like helping other people and things like that. But in this context, it says courage and solutions. The first intuitive hit I was getting is that this person could be somebody that is going to want to help you with the little details in life with this little mouse here. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. And then the Samaritan card came out. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So I feel like they're gonna be somebody that comes into your life and is like, oh, like gonna help you carry in the groceries. They're gonna help you put up your new curtains. They're gonna, if you want a garden and have like a little garden or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh, let me dig up that hole for you, boo. Like they're gonna be somebody that's gonna want to like help you with the little details of life. I am getting that they could be a Virgo just because that mouse energy makes me think of Virgo energy. Analytical makes me think of Virgo energy, but they don't have to just be a Virgo. I also see Cancer energy here. I see Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. I see a lot of watery energy, but I also see a lot of earth. Even though this is not even an earth card here, I'm getting like that they're a very stable person, even though they are very emotional. We have the new moon in Cancer. So I feel like I'm getting a sense too that they're going to be more of like a homebody. They're going to be somebody, even though we have social butterfly, they could be somebody that likes to stay home and have people over at their house, if that makes sense. They're probably going to be the type that likes to go out to like dinner and stuff like that, but maybe they're not going to be wanting to go to like the club and go to the bar and be like sort of out on the town, like in that sort of a way. I think they're going to want to stick a little bit closer to home. I feel like they're also somebody that's going to be a lot like you. So this could be sounding like yourself. This is somebody that you're going to have a lot in common with. I think this is somebody also that's going to make you feel very appreciated and treasured and safe. They're gonna really, there's somebody that really takes relationships, I would say, seriously. Yeah, you and your loved ones are safe. Oh, wow. Okay, hello. And even we have the Fox energy here, and foxes are known, I believe, for like mating for life, and like mating is very important to them. I also see, I'm getting a very emotional, loving energy from your person. Like, I feel like this person's going to be very nurturing. We have a praying mantis, we have a lizard here, and a frog, but they're all green animals. And I always look at color. Interesting that we don't really have any green down here, but like that was the first thing I noticed, was like green, green, green. So, but also they're reptiles or an insect in the praying mantis case, or I don't even know what a praying mantis is. It's an insect, I believe. So I feel like there's somebody that could appear really cool and like cold maybe. But it would like almost be like sort of like a shock how nurturing and emotional they might end up being. So this is like the next person you're going to date. This, especially if you're in a relationship now where maybe the person that you're with or you're trying to talk to is a little more reserved or kind of giving you the runaround or emotionally closed off to you. This is somebody that I feel like I'm getting something where like the last person that you dated maybe seemed super warm and stuff when you first started dating them. And then it's almost like the opposite. But then once you started dating them or something, like you realize they were actually like more closed off than you thought. Like it was almost like a switch, a bait and switch. And in this case, I think it's the opposite, where they might seem a little bit more reserved and cold. But once you get to know them, it'll be sort of like a shock of like what a sweet, genuine person that they are and how much you genuinely have in common. I feel like with the person that you're with now too, maybe something like you guys look like you go together or something like that. There's something about your outer appearance that is more like, how do I explain it? Like aesthetically you look like you go together, but like there's something not lining up emotionally. It's difficult communicating and things like that. I feel like with this new person that you date, it's going to be the complete opposite again, where maybe you wouldn't think that you guys would be a match, but it's going to be somebody that like when you talk to them, when you're hanging out with them, you're going to feel a sense of connectedness and comfortability that you maybe don't feel with the person that you're with now. It's going to feel better. The optics might not be what you're looking for. For instance, the person that you're with now could be like very attractive, and this person might not be your usual cup of tea, but like as soon as you're together, it's going to feel very safe. You're going to feel very loved. You're going to feel very understood and taken care of. I feel like this person is going to do very sweet things for you. They're going to bring you gifts with the Ace of Crystals. You're going to be able to tell that the way they feel about you is very real. We have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Crystals here. So I do believe this person's gonna like make the first move is something that I'm getting. Like you're gonna be very sure of the way that they feel about you. Oh, I just heard a song. I'll make you so sure about it. It's the Beach Boys. Oh my God. God only knows what I'd be without you. I don't know. So maybe take a listen to that song. Maybe it'll sort of be a vibe like that where they're really gonna want you to know how much that they like appreciate you and how much they care about you. I'm getting a good balance here. The only element missing is fire, but we do have this feisty energy coming through. So we have mostly like earth, air, and water. What do we have the most of? I mean, the major arcana that we have is a water, the Hanged Man. It's Pisces, and we also have this Cancer energy. So I feel like they could be a water sign or have like a lot of water in their chart. But I feel like with the frog, I'm getting like that they're comfortable in the realm of emotions, but they're also like a very practical person. So it's like they're kind of able to move between those two energies. They're not just like a overly emotional, gushy person. Same thing with a crab. I feel like a crab is on land, right? I feel like I see crabs at the beach, like in the sand and stuff like that. So it's like I'm seeing two animals that are kind of comfortable in the realm of their emotions, but also comfortable on land. So they have that practical side as well. We have the Moonstone. I feel like they're just gonna somehow be able to understand you. Maybe you guys will have like similar experiences or something like that, where your person's just, this new person coming in is just really, it's gonna feel like you've known them before. It's gonna be such a deeper, with this wise energy, it's gonna be such a deeper, more emotionally fulfilling relationship than the one that you're currently in. That's what I can tell you. It's going to be a completely new experience for you. And especially if you're worried about making this change or something like that, I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like a good way to look at it is just, I mean, change is scary. Nobody wants, you know, it's easy to stick with the familiar and the comfortable. And especially maybe you're somebody that the optics are important to you. Like you want to be with somebody that like it looks good or whatever. And this might be a different situation where it's like I was saying, like they might not be as attractive as the person that you're with. But, you know, that might be an important lesson for you moving forward of like, oh wow, like I actually like more so enjoy the way this feels than what other people think about how this looks. So I don't know, because we do have this true love energy on the bottom of the deck. This love is once in a lifetime. So I feel like this could be something very real coming in, but it's almost, if they could play the guitar, I'm seeing that. They could be like some sort of musician or something, but it's not gonna, something new can't come in if you're clinging on to the old. Again, something that we know, but it's difficult to put it into practice. So I think that's a message that Spirit wants you to realize here. And it doesn't mean that like it's not a romantic comedy. It doesn't mean if you like, you know, leave this connection, you're gonna like just, this new person's gonna pop up the next day. There's gonna be, you know, need time to be healing time and things like that. I just thought that really weird. There needs to be time to heal. There needs to be time to like, you know, close out that chapter, you know, clear away the debris so you can start building something on a fresh, new, blank foundation, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I feel like definitely though there is the potential for some really like some emotional resonance with the next person that you date that you maybe don't have with the current connection that you're in. Okay guys, so all right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please feel free to leave a like, a comment, or a subscribe if you would like to do that for me. It would really mean a lot to help my channel grow. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye. guys, so if you chose pile 2, the Golden Healer Heart, I did not put the crystal over the last pile. I just like put it to the side and completely forgot about it, but there's yours. And the Mystic Mondays Tarot, this is going to be a reading. I'm gonna shuffle all the cards out, so like take a second. It's going to take me a couple minutes, I mean, so if you would like to just go to the timestamp, I'm going to provide the after shuffle timestamp as well. But I just wanted to say hi. All right. So let's see, pile 2. Who's the next person you could date if you leave this current situation that you're in? Who's the next person? Okay guys, So here we go with pile. Welcome back. Welcome. So who are you gonna date next? This is interesting. I feel like this person, I'm glad that you're at this reading, because I feel like this person, we gotta watch out for this person, the next person that you're gonna date. I feel like this could be somebody that sort of love bombs you. Even if you are in a relationship right now, I'm seeing that like this is like the relationship that you're in maybe, and this is the person like looking, watching, waiting for an opportunity to like pounce on you or something like that. I feel like they could almost be like a little opportunistic, sort of waiting for their chance to strike. They could be like I was saying, like, or I don't know if I was saying it, but they could like love bomb you. I think I did say that. They could kind of have that sort of, they could already be trying to like talk to you when they know that you're in a relationship now, kind of a thing. Let's see, we have for what signs they could be. There's the Ace of Wands. That always reminds me of Aries energy. I don't get like a sign for every single court card or like minor arcana, but some of them I do. And the Ace of Wands, I get Aries. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, and the Lovers is Gemini energy. We have this Void, of course, Moon. And yeah, like this card, I don't know if I showed you, Honesty is Essential, Speak with Love and Truth. There's somebody here just sort of, I feel like creeping in with impure intentions, pretending to be like an angel, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. I feel like there's this, but there's like this engineer energy underneath. Like they know what they're doing, so just be very aware of that. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We have on the bottom of this deck here, it's like they're like waiting to pounce. Like I was saying, they're like, oh, this relationship's about to end, this person's going to be vulnerable, I'm going to pounce. I feel really strongly not that you should stay in the current relationship that you're in, but you should be very aware if somebody sort of comes at you and it seems a little bit too good to be true right away. I feel like this is somebody that's like looking at your, like I'm saying with this eye, this is somebody that's looking at your misfortune as a way to sort of like pounce and get in there with you. And they maybe feel like, oh, after somebody goes through a breakup or something like that, they're going to be in that sort of rebellious energy. This is the perfect opportunity for me to get what I want out of them. With the Lovers, it could be sex. I mean, I feel like they could be wanting to like sort of like get you in their web. They could have had their eye on you for a while. They could have expressed attraction to you already. Oh, be willing to express love. Yeah, I feel like they could have expressed their feelings. They could be the type that's like, oh, if you're ever single, like hit me up, or even be trying to get you to sort of cheat or something like while you're with your current person. Like again, if this resonates, like you'll know. They just have no regard. Oh, I forgot to get these. Let's see, what else? Who is this person? Nervous. Who is this person? Stable. I feel like they're gonna like, again, with that nervous and stable, I'm getting that, and this lepidolite is a very calming stone. It's like they're gonna try to like really like prey on your vulnerabilities. I feel like I'm really getting this message strongly. Nothing will come of this situation. Business savvy. They're something savvy, like I'm telling you. Like they're opportunistic. Like they, just like when in business, when you know, oh, like the market is, I don't know, bad, and you know other people are having a misfortunate time because they're like losing their property, they can't afford it when there's like a shutdown. It's like that's when like, you know, sort of like rich people are like, now is the time to strike, like now is the time to like snap up all this stuff because it's cheap, and you know other people like they're profiting on others' misfortune. I really am getting a vibe like this. So if there is a person like this, please proceed with caution, please, because if you're already in a sort of like vulnerable state, this is gonna like further make it worse. You know what I mean? Hold on, let's see what else. Who is this person? Health conscious. So they could be somebody that's very health conscious. Again, now let's just like talk about their personality, I guess. But especially with the conscious. They're very conscious of like your emotional state as well, but health conscious could be something as a way to sort of like pick them out. If they're really into like eating healthy, working out and stuff like that. Stubborn, they could be a very stubborn person. And but it seems like they're very sweet towards you. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to pretend like, oh, like you have this effect on me or something. Book smart. Yes, they're very smart. They're very savvy. They know what they're doing. There's something there like that. They have ulterior motives and hidden intentions here. What else are we getting from this? I almost want to, I don't know. I just feel like there's a very, very strong message here that this person is sort of trying to like lure you into their web here and get something out of you. I'm getting like they know that you're upset. I really feel like this is a very cut and dry message. I don't really even need to go on with this. Like if you're dealing with a person that's love bombing you, what is love bombing? Love bombing is when they're just like telling you stuff that's too good to be true right away. Like they're trying, like it's like too much too fast. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, like, no, you're like the girl of my dreams. Ooh, like you're so hot. Like, oh, like they're trying to, they know like think about how you feel after like a breakup, or if you're having trouble in a relationship and you feel like your person isn't into you anymore and you feel like it's inevitable, like it's coming to an end or something. I feel like that's the thing I'm getting, like the lovers and this person watching and being like waiting for their chance. They may even have tried to cause cracks in this relationship themselves. They may have tried to, like I was saying, get you to cheat or something like that in happier times, or even they're looking at the cracks in the relationship and waiting for their opportunity to strike, like I said, just like a business person would, and they're gonna like snap up that real estate and then sell it again, make a profit real quick, and their interests are very selfish. And if you're okay with that and you're like, hey, I just want to have fun and I just want to feel good, I want this person to make me feel good real quick, I mean, God bless, like do your thing, like, you know what I mean, that's up to you. But if you're sort of like in a vulnerable state and believing this person's words in a way where it's like, oh, this person really cares about me, I don't think that this person really cares about anything but themselves, and that's something to keep in mind. And again, if you're cool with that and you're sort of like in a vibe of like just wanting to have fun or something like that, you know how like, I don't know, I've been watching The Good Wife lately, where it's like if somebody's like using you, that's like something that's like a recurring theme in there, where she's always just like, we'll use them right back. If they're using you to get, you know, you can use them too to just feel good about yourself and, you know, do whatever, get over the hump of, you know, the ending of this connection, and then just like have it in your head like nothing's gonna come of this is just for fun, blah blah blah. Beat them at their own game here, like God bless, I love it. But you know, now you have like inside information here, knowledge is power, so it's always good to know. But I don't know, I feel like it's just something to keep in mind, is that this person coming in is not very genuine. I don't even think to themselves, but I don't know, I'm just getting that they look for the weak and like they pick off the weak. So I don't know, just keep an eye on the situation. I feel like that's really all I can say here. There's really no substance to this person. They just are looking for an opportunity to strike, and I just want to keep talking about it and just really make you understand that this is, first of all, just one option, and this could just be somebody, like, because we have the Eight of Pentacles here, so this could be somebody, for instance, that you work with, that like you talk about your relationship problems with. So it's like they could just be like right there, so they're the first person to come in. This is the next person that you could date, like, you know what I mean, like this is the next option, because it's just the proximity, it just is that way, where they're standing right next to you and seeing you crying and comforting you, and then, you know, copping a feel on your bra or something. Like, you know what, I really feel like, ew, they would do something creepy like that. So if that's the case, like, that doesn't mean that like, oh, if like your relationship ends, this is the person you're going to end up with. No, this is just maybe somebody that's going to be, again, like watching for the end of your connection, so they could jump in there and just like use your pain to further their own pleasure, which again, like, is sick and a little bit disgusting to me, but they're going to try to make you feel better. They're going to love bomb you. They're going to like tell you everything that you sort of want to hear, or whatever it is. Whatever I bet you complained about with your ex-person, they're going to like try to be like, they think they're so smart, and they are smart to an extent, but it's very like textbook narcissism, kind of like a vibe, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying that they are narcissists, because I don't know them, and I'm not qualified to diagnose people with personality disorders or whatever that actually is, but it's just like they think they're like so smart and nobody would be onto them. But please just be aware, if somebody's really trying, like they're going to try to be the opposite of what this person was, but it's going to be an act. And I feel like as soon as they get what they want, it's like going to flip, and they might even get off on your pain or something like that. It could be something like that. So be very, very aware. Be very aware of that, okay, guys? And just know that like maybe the person you would date after this person is in another pile, and that could be a more fulfilling relationship for you, because this is only, I think, gonna bring you a little bit more pain, unless, like I said, you're kind of like, whatever, I'm just trying to like, I don't really want anything stable right now, I just kind of want a quick thing. And if that's the case, God bless, do your thing. Do your thing, 21. That song is like stuck in my head. So do your thing, but don't expect if a person is like fitting this description and you're getting sort of like a weird vibe already, trust that, and don't expect this person to like stick around much longer after like they get what they want from you. Which, yeah, with this Ace of Wands, I'm getting like like just like a sort of an energy like, I don't know. Like, again, this person's looking at the two of you, like, with the Five of Pentacles, like, looking at your loss as an opportunity. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's a little bit yucky to me, but just knowledge is power, and it's good to know. So just keep that in mind, okay, guys? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading. Okay? Bye. Yep. Hi guys, I just wanted to be like, hey y'all. I don't even know why, so maybe some of you are from the south, some of y'all. But anyway, let's take a look and see who is the next person that you're gonna date if you break up with the person that you're currently with, and or end the stagnant situation and just start with something new. Who is the next person that's going to come in for you guys? So I am going to shuffle. It's going to take me a couple minutes, so what I'm going to do is provide another timestamp for the after shuffle portion of the reading, so you can just go ahead and skip ahead to that if you would like, and I will see you there. All right, so what is pile 3's, the blue kyanite? I didn't say that. This pile 3, who is the next person that they're gonna date? What's the next option for them if they end their current situation? Spirit. Many. There's 3. guys, so this is pile 3, if you're checking in here. So who is the next person you could date if you leave your current relationship? So what is going on here? I feel like I'm seeing like this person, this seeker energy here, and this path here. I feel like you could be sort of in a transitional period in your life where you're maybe moving to a new place, like a new country, a new state, a new city or something like that. You're like leaving something behind. You're like maybe still gonna be either with this person when you go, or you're trying to decide now if you should sort of cut things off before you go. But I feel like what I'm seeing, if you do end up deciding to cut things off, is that yes, you will meet somebody in your new environment or something like that. And I'm getting this could be somebody that if you're like, for instance, like changing locations to like a new job or something like that, and that's why you're moving, it'll be like your boss, if that makes sense. This is going to be somebody that's in a position of power over you, that is going to sort of help you navigate. Like you're gonna, like with this Lamb energy, I'm getting that you're gonna be in this new situation and sort of feel like a fish out of water, like, you know, like a lamb for the slaughter. That kind of rhymed. And this person's gonna sort of come in as like oh, let me like show you the way, like something like that, where they're like they're like the master. Like if you're in school, they're like your professor, or like the TA or something like that. Like if you're at, like I was saying, at work, they're like your boss or like a manager or something like that. Like, and they're gonna, I don't know if I'm getting that they have like intentions of like, I don't think so. I don't think these are bad intentions necessarily, but what are the signs that I'm seeing? I'm seeing Aries, I'm seeing Sagittarius here. That's pretty much it as far as signs go. There's a lot of fiery energy here, but let's get some more. Who is this person? The next person that you date. You could potentially date immature. Interesting, because I was feeling, well, maybe it is immature to sort of like prey on somebody like in a new environment. I mean, I don't know. Is it praying though? But it's like with the simple acts of kindness, I feel like they are gonna like sort of like, oh, let me help you and be very helpful. But there is some sort of like ulterior motive. But if you're into them, then who cares? So, you know, go for it. Why not? Independent. Yeah, with the Emperor, Aries energy. And that's a boss energy as well. There is some sort of energy of that, of them making the transition easier for you with Temperance, like easing the way for you. Generous. Yeah, generous. They're gonna really be like, you'll feel like, oh, I'm like this person's favorite employee, or I'm like this person's favorite student, or whatever it is. If they're like your landlord, like it could be if you're moving to a new place and it's like they know that you don't know anybody, they might try to pounce on you or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another example, but I can't. Defensive. And bold. Maybe they sense that you're defensive and closed off, so like I said, they're gonna try to like use instead of like a bold approach, they're gonna try to like break through your defenses by like offering help in another way that's not romantic. They're not just gonna come on to you and be like, ask you on a date. Like they're gonna like, hey, let me help you study after work or something like that. I don't know, like study after work, like study after class, like let's meet in the library and like give you some extra credit, like something like that. But I feel like you'll be into it, like with the Page of Wands. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like this is probably somebody that you're attracted to. Maybe you're attracted to like their position of power or something like that, and it's gonna be like hot for you, like, you know what I mean, like. And I feel like it is going to like ease the transition for you and make it like a lot easier to like sort of like get involved in this new like setting or whatever it is. And with the time for healing, I think that maybe you're having a difficult time leaving something behind. So like it might be like just easier to sort of jump into something new. But I mean, I would say maybe like don't SH where you eat, like kind of a thing. Like, you know, that's always good advice. And it's something that, you know, we've all been there, we've all done that, and we've all experienced the consequences of it. But then it's like, it kind of feels like home. I feel like that's what I'm getting. Like, this is going to be something that's like a little bit reminiscent of something from your past, whether that be a parent, sort of a figure. It's something that's gonna feel like home. And if you come from a very stable, healthy home, that's a good thing. But sometimes it's important to remember that if you come from like a home, or like you find yourself in certain environments that sort of echo that home, and you know, that early like home environment, if it was a little bit dysfunctional or something like that, something that feels like home isn't always necessarily like an indication that it's right for you. Something that feels comfortable and familiar isn't necessarily mean that something is healthy for you. And I think Spirit's really trying to bring through a message of like a time for healing, that maybe your time would be better spent healing. And sort of like a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. A lot of times though, like I know when you're in a new environment, it can happen where like someone takes you under their wing. That's like the, oh my God, the wing. Yeah, like someone takes you under their wing and sort of shows you the ropes and things like that. And it's like almost like you feel obligated to sort of, I just feel like you're a very sweet person. And it's like almost like this, I don't know if this person is really like manipulating you on purpose in that way, or if they just like you and they want to be nice to you, and then you're gonna like feel bad for them and sort of like get involved with them. I can't really see if this person is, I'm not really getting that this person is like that calculating or anything like that. Like pile 2, I felt like, yes, that person was very calculating. But this person, I feel like they might be maybe just like lonely with the independent energy and like Aries energy. That makes me think of somebody that like kind of goes it alone or something like that. And they just see you as like a really nice, and the Queen of Swords, like maybe they have really been like alone for a while. And like, I feel like you might have the same feeling towards them, where like almost like you just want to like sort of thank them for all the help they've given you or something like that. But I don't know. If you're into it, you're into it. But I feel like you are going to be like attracted and into it, because we have the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So it's like that definitely speaks to like an attraction. I feel like you're going to be very grateful for the way this person is kind of showing you the ropes and showing you the way. And it's going to sort of like be like a sort of, like I was saying, like if you're in a new environment and you're scared, I'm really getting that. So if this isn't you, if you're not starting some sort of new job, moving, or like doing something like some sort of new experience or something, like this may not be your pile. Because I feel like this is like what I'm getting, that you're in a new environment and this person's going to sort of be in some sort of position. Even if they're not like above you, they could just be like your peer, your coworker or whatever like that. Like, and they could just sort of take, like they, like for instance, if you go to school and you're a freshman, they could be like, you know, just in their second year of college, but they know more than, and they're able to like show you the ropes in that way. You know, it doesn't have to be that they're actually your professor. Although I am kind of getting with the Page and the Emperor, like, and the Page and the Queen of Swords, like a significant age difference, where they're really like in a position of power or something like that. And it's like, maybe this isn't like the love of your life here, but you're intrigued and interested. But like, I don't know, like that thing I was saying about this might be sort of like a test, sort of like from Spirit, like, are you going to repeat the same mistakes of the past, kind of a thing? Like, do you want to sort of get involved right away, emotionally tangled up with somebody that you like have like a professional relationship with? Like, how did that work out last time? If that's something that you've been through, you can like look back on that and be like, you know, is that something that worked out well? I mean, I don't know, like with this Aries energy here, I'm an Aries, but we're not really known for learning from our mistakes. And it's like, you know what, if you have to kind of like make the same mistake, like make it, I mean, and then you'll learn it again, and hopefully next time you won't. But maybe that's just, you know, who cares? You're just the sort of person that kind of follows your fire and follows your gut. We have 2 like fire signs here, so if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do, you know what I mean? But definitely, like, I feel like it's something that I think this is like spirit providing an opportunity with this seeker energy. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. I feel like this is really like an opportunity for you to sort of like sit with yourself and be like, do I want to sort of like do this, and really like, is this what's best for me, and sort of like make a more like mature and responsible decision, and like think about the dynamic that you might get caught up in here, and really like decide. And that doesn't mean that I'm saying like it's bad and it wouldn't be good or anything like that, but I feel like you could end up with somebody that sort of, I mean, we have a mature and we have moody and defensive, so it's like, it's not that I'm getting that they're a bad person, but you might be somebody that's sort of like growing as a person, seeking knowledge, or just trying to expand yourself in some way, better your life. It doesn't have to be like a spiritual thing. It could just be, oh, you have this new job and you're trying to like sort of like grow and change as a person. And like, this is maybe somebody that's sort of stuck in a immature energy or something like that. Or even somebody that has like a taste of power, like I was saying, and sort of like enjoys it and uses it a little bit to sort of get people to do what they want. I mean, it is a little bit like there is some sort of like agenda here, but it could just be because they're lonely and be stemming from a sad place. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not getting, like I was saying, a super bad vibe here, but I am getting the vibe of like an office romance, or like a work, like a school, like a professor student kind of a thing, like something like a little bit taboo that's like intriguing in that way. But Spirit's like, is this really what you want to be doing right now? And I think it's important for you to ask yourself that. I feel like with the exception of the first pile, but like the second and the third pile were both like a little bit like a warning. So I don't know, like whatever stagnant situation that you've left, I feel like with you guys, it's like you've already left whatever situation this is, and you're more like farther along. Like, this isn't like a fresh thing where you're sort of contemplating. I feel like you maybe already, this breakup or this separation from the person, or maybe you decided already that you wanted to sort of like cut ties with whatever, if it was like a situationship that wasn't going anywhere, you've already sort of like made that decision for yourself already and been like on your own for a little bit, or you're just like really like ready to be done with it. If you haven't like cut the cord yet, you're just like, you know what, it's time, and you're ready to move on. Like, but I'm getting the sense that you're sort of like already started with the footprints behind, like there's already been some movement here. So I don't know, like I feel like if it's a sort of thing like the vibe I was picking up on earlier, where you feel almost like indebted to this person for all the help they've given you, you could still be kind to them without having to like romantically entertain them if that's not what you want. This is only if that's not what you want. If that's what you want, go for it, like do you. But there's ways to be kind and sweet without you know, and to show your appreciation, for example, without like entertaining those sort of things. And you know, you could always just say, I don't know, I mean, there's ways to like let people down easy. You could play dumb, you could be, you know, whatever. With the Lamb, I feel like though they are seeing you almost in a way where it's not like coming from a bad place where they're like, oh, I see you as an easy target, but it's almost like they're seeing you as like a little lamb that they want to like protect and blah blah blah. So they could get very attached to you is what I'm getting. So if that's not what you want, I don't know, I would proceed with caution here, because I feel like this person's like maybe been lonely for a while or something like that, and they really a little bit needy. I'm getting a needy vibe a little bit. But it's not a bad intention person, I would say. So, all right, guys, that's what I'm getting for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, guys? Bye.